April, I want to thank you for everything you've done for me in my career, through your coaching program, your books that you've provided. And so I wanted to take a minute to share a little bit more about you to my contacts in my personal sphere of influence so that they can enjoy some of those things. So April recently is putting out her second edition of her book, and I read the first one. I'm excited to read the second one. What got you, or what motivated you to write your first book?
That is an awesome question. And to give you, first of all, the amazing gift of the willingness to dive into such a book. When anyone decides to write a book, it's a depth of level of digesting and reflecting, as well as determining what needs to be in the book and how the reader will consume it. And so our first edition was just the unlayering and the sharing of the material. The second edition is literally making sure that the consumer can follow along, not put the book down, actually want to do the exercises, understand the value of the exercises, because it is all about understanding the layers of how we show up as an individual, the layers of how we interact with other people, and how we build those bridges. And actually, the working title for our next book is The Building Bridges.
Awesome. Because
the Building Bridges, where we do our small group retreats, we walk people through a physical mat, so where they can literally walk in between the different layers. Awesome. And feel it and experience it.
Yeah, and one of the things I thought was unique about your coaching was the aspect of embracing everything about yourself and working through those layers and building that bridge. What is one of the 1 to 2 major things that helped you have that light bulb moment in yourself that kind of maybe inspired you to write the book?
So the fun part about the whole and brave concept, so when you read Slaying the Onion, there is a 5 layers of whole and 5 layers of brave. And for me personally, I had to go through my own journey of self-coaching. I've had a multitude of coaches. I believe in coaching. I believe in allowing somebody the permission to see inside myself. And those that give me permission, I get to be their mirror. Yeah. So the whole and brave is, I spent 10 plus years in the coaching arena and finally realized I need to document the gift of how to show people that they can uncover layers without feeling awkward about it. Right. It is a little awkward. It's a very quick exercise, and yet it is unlayering every time you do the exercise. That's just the first 2. So do you want me to keep going?
No, this is good. I want this to be something that encourages people to reach out, connect with you, and purchase your book. Where could somebody go to buy your book?
So Amazon carries it. The exciting thing of our second edition is actually going to be in audio form.
Awesome.
It is almost approved. We've got it out to a multitude of individuals. We're waiting for them to say it's ready to order.
Awesome.
Well, we have the pre-orders, but it's for them to actually get it on their source of Audible. Perfect. Or whatever audio version they actually go through.
Awesome.
Paperback and ebook, and also if you're going to buy it, we recommend. Some people want to actually do groups, and we're getting that request pretty regularly to want to go to the book together, and that's a lot of fun. And our private publisher, will give group discounts for that as well.
Perfect. Well, for the last part of it, how can people reach out to you and connect with you? Do you have social media, email? What's the best way?
So I have all the social media, well, not TikTok, we're working on that one. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. LinkedIn's probably one of the best ways for me. And the other way is the email or our website. They schedule an appointment right on the website, onelightacademy.net.
Perfect.
Ron, is there specific things that you find your partners have challenges with that we might be able to add some value with?
Yes, I think why I would encourage anybody that I send this to or that sees this video to contact you is getting away from coaching is so valuable and so important, but I think a lot of business professionals and people in general will seek out coaching because they feel bad about themselves, or they feel like they have to do something to attract customers instead of focusing on being the best individual, and not in a way because they're in a chase, but in the fact that it's about being whole. It's about being confident and not being burdened by your past. And so that's something that I found very valuable. And going back to you, what's some of the things that you think that separate you that would encourage somebody to, sign up for your coaching?
Ron, one of the gifts that, and anyone that's listening to this, first of all, if you're working with a coach that doesn't treat you with respect and honor and the gift of value and who you are, that's not the coaching you want to be experienced in. You want to be with a coach that is choosing to see you and to truly value and hear everything that you're sharing. So what makes myself different in the tools that we use is we get to discover who you are, what your habits are. We have a fun assessment that gets down into the details and discovers how your thought patterns work. Yet it also is the opportunity for me to get to build a relationship with you and uncover what's really the obstacle in the way. Because everyone's at a starting point and then they want to get to a certain destination, whatever that may be, and that could be a financial one. I've had people come to me for other than financial. And as you said, the gift of being the whole self and showing up in a brave perspective, which is what we teach, is the opportunity to understand that they get to build relationships, build their business because they're building themselves and growing who they are as a leader.
Perfect.
And thank you for the opportunity to connect with you.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure having you.